Hello and welcome to Dad's Dojtv. This is your host, Adam Neverborough, and I'm joined by co-host Rob. No Callum this week. How are we getting on?
Mate, listen, mate. I'm having a shambles here, honestly. I'm trying to sort out my lighting now. I feel
That's
like
a
I'm
new
watching.
setup, mate. So you got some greenery in the background and
Nice, isn't it?
got some greenery on your top as well. Me in a festive spirit.
Well, yeah, and then, you said it was a Christmas special, so I put on my my Bar Humbug T-shirt, didn't I?
I don't know what I've put on, but I feel like I've nicked it off an OAP or something. But
It's like the type of thing you nick from a pub, isn't it, when you're the last person out?
No comment. My sister-in-law has that coat now.
I mean, to be fair, it was nice.
She was like, we're jumping ahead of a story here, but basically last Thursday we had we gave ourselves a night off, and we basically went up to our local pub, the Three Pigeons House did, and we drank Guinness all night, and it was fantastic. It was fantastic.
It was pretty special. I really enjoyed it. It was good.
Yeah. So it was joined by yourself, myself, Callum, your next door neighbour Joe and his dad Brett, and 22 Stone Luke is what he's now called, or 22 Stone Honey Luke.
Yeah, he's the beekeeper. That should be his name. No other context, just the beekeeper. That's what
the beekeeper. So our neighbour Luke, he has got a honey business that he's just started, which is a year old, and it's called Hive and Hove. Is that right?
Yeah. Hive
and Hove. And honestly, some of the stuff he's been producing in Halstead is unbelievable.
Yeah, it's really good.
Really good, like I say, natural organic honey, done by the bees of Essex. But also wax melts and paw cream, and this ain't an advertisement or whatever. We're just supporting a neighbour, and he's doing a really good job with it. So good luck to him. But yeah, we all went to the pub. We had plenty of Guinness. We spoke about how I haven't seen Pulp Fiction, and I got scrutinised and criticised for it.
I can't believe it, man.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, it's pretty woeful. I did say, because we spoke for about an hour about films and films that we enjoy, and you just don't know anything about films.
I watch what I watch, Rob. I watch what I watch. Like, I've seen all the Rocky films. I've just about seen all the Star Wars films. You could ask me about Escape to Victory, which I watched the other day, which was the Michael Caine, Sylvester Stallone, Bobby Moore, Pele, Ozzy Ardiles film, and they're set in a prisoner of war camp, and they play a game of football against the Nazis, and it was fantastic watching. I must admit, I watched that 2 days ago, and I was just like one of my favourite films. But you asked me about Pulp Fiction, not a clue.
Missing out, mate. Honestly, you really are. You're really missing out.
I don't know. I've seen to have got on in life without it. It would only enhance it. So yeah, maybe I'll watch it. But I had exactly the same conversation with my brother-in-law at the weekend, and he's going to me, Quentin Tarantino is my favourite film director. Then he's like, I can't believe you've not seen Pulp Fiction. He goes, you not seen this? You not seen Samuel L. Jackson, Ezekiel? And I'm like, no, mate. I said, and I counteracted him because Connie's into mermaids at the minute, and she's got one of these toys. And I said, it's no Daryl Hannah, is it? And he went, who's that? I was like, what? He went, it's no Daryl. I was like, Daryl Hannah. You know Daryl Hannah, right? And he goes, no. I went, please tell me you've seen Splash. And he's gone, what's Splash? And I was like, oh my fucking God. I said, how on earth are you caning me for not watching Pulp Fiction, but you haven't seen Tom Hanks in Splash?
I mean, mate, they're not really in the same stratosphere. I think you can be forgiven for not seeing Splash.
Splash has been on like ITV on a Sunday afternoon. Like, you can't tell me it's been there, it's out there. Like, can't tell me he hasn't seen Splash.
It's not the same, mate.
I was like, ridiculous. John Candy giving his best lines in there, teaching a young Tom Hanks, like Daryl Hannah. Then you've got Eugene Levy as the evil scientist in it.
I've seen the film, mate.
Yeah, just like, and my brother-in-law's fucking caning me. I'm like, fuck off, mate.
Yeah, but they're not the same, mate. I'm sorry.
Tarantino stuff. You ain't seen Splash. Don't come at me, bro.
I've seen both, and I can tell you Tarantino's better.
Oh no, I'm not. I'm no doubting it is, but it's just one of them cheesy films that you just watch, isn't it? Like
there's a couple of
Turner and Hooch and Father of the Bride.
Yeah, Father of the Bride's good actually. I enjoy Father of the Bride.
Yeah.
That's really good. That's fun.
Yeah, man. But yeah, so yeah, I haven't seen Pulp Fiction, so
you do need to do better. You should rectify that. You need to do something about it.
I almost put it on today, and I thought, nah.
But you would have had. I mean,
I watched Only Fools and Horses Christmas special instead. But yeah, so basically we went to the pub. We were chatting music, we were chatting films, we were chatting darts, which is very current at the minute. It was on in the background.
Darts.
And you are going tomorrow night, aren't you? You're going to the Ali Pally.
Going to the Ali Pally tomorrow night. Missed the Ascension Eagles staff Christmas dinner and going to the darts instead. So I'm very excited, and I've been once before actually, and I went for Phil Taylor's last match against Rob Cross. So that was the final in probably pre-COVID. That was. So I'm really excited to be going tomorrow. I have no idea who's playing, but I'm going to be banging. So yeah, there's quite a few of us going tomorrow, so that should be good.
Yeah,
is my connection still okay?
Yeah, it's fine. Okay. You did drop out a little bit when you come back.
Okay.
Well, let's just hope you watch out for the wasp.
The wasp?
Yeah, you know about the wasp?
No, you're going to tell me about it.
Oh, you've not seen it in social media. There's like a wasp that is just doing its rounds and just pissing off all the darts players when they're playing.
Oh, really?
You're not seen it? Addy the wasp.
No, I haven't seen it.
Oh man.
You have to show me. You have to send it to me.
Evening. Thanks for joining. We're just gassing about private life and stuff and apologising for not being present, but we're here now. But yeah, we just say we had a night off last week and thoroughly enjoyed it. And it's to the point where there was actually rugby training sessions going on in the bar, wasn't there?
Yeah, 22 stone Luke nearly squashed 12 stone Joe.
The beekeeper, the 22 stone beekeeper had 10 stone wet through Joe in the scrum.
Yeah, mate, he broke his back.
It was when Luke went just touch and he tensed. I had Rob Brydon moments there, like Gavin and Stacey, where it's touching his pecs hard, soft, hard.
Yeah, he's massive, mate.
Yeah, but Big Luke, yeah, he's a unit. Not gonna lie, but he plays for Housted Templars. You want to go over there and
so I'd had a couple of bevies, and I thought I can play rugby. No, I can't play rugby. Rang in sick. It would be good. Yeah, I'll come to practice. No, I can't make it.
I did wonder, like when you said, "Oh, we're doing the podcast this week," and I was like, "Yeah." He goes, "I said, oh, I only cancelled it because I thought you was going rugby." He went, "Yeah, I ain't doing that."
No, I'm not doing rugby. I'll be on the podcast. Absolutely.
Be on the pod.
Get battered by 22 stone Luke.
Oh, absolutely. But yeah, has the lead up to Christmas been so far in your household?
Really good, mate.
Very festive outside with your lights.
Yeah, no, it's been good. I mean, one of the reindeers nearly went missing the other day, but
yes, it did, didn't it?
But yeah, no, it's been good. I think we're pretty much done. I'm still picking up bits for Kelly that I've found.
Yeah, there you go. So the wasp is doing its rounds. Go on, sorry.
But yeah, so I'm still getting bits and pieces for Kelly. It's our anniversary on Saturday as well. So
is it?
Yeah.
Oh, nice one.
5 years on Saturday. So I'm going to the darts Friday night. I've got to get home. I'm staying in a hotel. I've got to get home very early on Saturday because we're going to Jimmy's farm. So I'm going to have to temper it probably from about 9, 10 onwards so I can get a decent night's sleep without drinking too much alcohol after 9. Otherwise, I'm going to be in a bad way. But yeah, so we've got a spa we're going to next week, which I'm looking forward to. So that'll be good. But yeah, just finding like little bits and pieces to go with the other stuff that I've bought her. Kelly did get me an early present though.
All right, what's that?
I feel like I should share it.
Okay, what is it? Oh, is this why you rearranged your setup?
Oh, look at this,
mate. He's won nothing.
Oh, look at that.
You've bought memorabilia of a player that has won nothing for Arsenal.
He's won my heart.
If it was a West Ham one lifting a trophy, I could understand it. But you've bought.
Don't get upset because he don't
Not
play
upset.
for you no more.
Mate, he's done his job. He's won us a trophy. He ain't done your job yet, has he?
Well, he's winding you up right now, so he's doing
Not
quite a
winding
good
me
job.
up. Not
Why
winding me
get
up.
upset for? Were you not hugged enough as a kid? So that's an early present from Kelly. It's signed as well, by the way. I don't know if you can see that.
Well, how much did you pay for that? Roughly.
I don't know. Probably about as much as the Europa Conference League is worth. But yeah, got it for me. I'm really happy about it.
I was going to say it's quite expensive bit of rice there you got.
It's organic. But yeah, so she got me an early present. She was like, "Oh, I might wait," and I said, "I'm quite happy just not to have it. Just I'll wait and whenever." And she walked it in, and I was like, "What is this?" And yeah, absolutely banging. So we are. I mean, the room reshuffle. We've reshuffled this room anyway. But we're thinking about.
Is that to hide the TikTok videos on the screen?
What TikTok videos?
No, it's like the way you had it. You had the TV facing the window. Now you moved the TV, so nobody can see it.
Can't see it now. So actually, where the sofa is where the TV was. That sofa there. That's where the TV was.
I can't watch it now. That's a shame.
No, if you take a different route, you'll be able to see it from this angle.
Oh, okay. I'll walk Buddy the reverse route,
and
then and then I might be able
to.
to.
It's really nice here, actually. It's quite tranquil. But we're thinking about getting the garage done next year, so that'll probably end up in there. But yeah, banging present.
Excellent. Good. Pleased for you, mate. I mean, I genuinely mean that. No, I do mean that.
To be fair, I don't really have football memorabilia. I don't really have things like that. So I have.
Neither do I, because West Ham don't win nothing.
No, that's true. That's true. I mean, I do have one thing that's pretty cool. Actually, it's in the garage, but the charity that I worked for when I was the charity that I attended when I was younger. So it was all through cheerleading. There was a company that used to rent us as athletes to perform at different events. So, like as a kid, I performed at the FA Cup final. I performed at the Worthington Cup final. I think I performed at the Army and Navy match.
What, Chelsea roundabout?
And and one of the things that we got to do actually was close Highbury. So we were the final. We were part of the whole performance that was at Highbury, and I've still got the pack that they gave all of the kids that went, and I managed to get a bit of grass as well, and it's in this bag that I've got in the garage with like the last day T-shirt, and it's got like was it Wigan? I can't remember. I think it was Wigan, and
that's when West Ham beat Spurs as well. So you could finish fourth.
That's right, yeah.
And you were singing Bubbles.
Yeah, that's true. That did happen. I remember that. But yeah, so I've got that, and so we've done some cool stuff. I can't remember how the story started now.
Because you said about memorabilia.
So that's what I mean. So I don't have memorabilia. I mean, I do have that, which is really cool. And I also managed to get my dad a printout of the ticket, not a printout, it's the real ticket, but like this type of thing here, but with the final game. So it's got the ticket, it's got the what do you call it, the match program, and some pictures of Thierry Henry. So that's pretty cool. But other than that, I don't really keep memorabilia. So it's quite nice to have something like that, because I don't usually have stuff like that. So.
Put that in the garage then, mate.
No, garage. No,
garage now. Put it in
there. It looks nice in the garage with the pool table.
Oh no, you get a pool table.
No, I don't need one. Joe's got one.
Oh, yeah, just piss off the neighbours some more. Yeah.
Put it on Facebook. A little bit of anger. Sorry.
Oh god. woke neighbours, haven't we? Can't allow anyone to have fun at 3 o'clock in the morning smashing the pool table.
I've deleted all my social media, so I don't see any of that. But yeah, it's fine. So we talk about football. No, hang on. What are you? Well, how's your run into Christmas going?
Yeah, it's a bit different, obviously. Yeah, like I say, it's a bit more quieter. We've actually got Christmas Day just us three, or us four, including Buddy, and it'd be quite nice because then we could just get food that we like eating and not worry about everyone else. They're trying to cater for people and that. So yeah, so we're quite looking forward to a quiet Christmas at home, just us four, and just take a chill one because let's say last weekend just gone, it was my birthday, and we had a family Christmas day there, and it was just carnage. Like kids running around, dogs picking up all the food off the floor, and I'm running around like a blue ass fly doing drinks and stuff. And yeah, like the house was an absolute shithole after they left, but it was good quality time. And but yeah, it was just manic, like trying to please everyone and make sure everyone's fed. But I did the best.
I've lost you. Still there? I can't hear you. Hang on.
Hello? Can you hear me? Hello. If people are watching, can you just drop us a comment to see if we're still live-ish. Still can hear it. No thumbs up. X. Anything.
Right, can you have that better?
Rob, can you hear me, mate?
Hang on. No.
You muted yourself. What you done? Oh, I talk about Gammon, and it's all gone tits up. Well, anyway, for the viewers, if you can still hear me. Yes, no. What's going on? Oh, well, they say, you know.
Is that better?
Hello, mate, can you hear me?
Not really, no.
I can't hear you. I don't know what's going on. What is going on, man? But this is fun. Oh, well, let me just check my Twitter. I can see on there. We're live. Let's just check. Yeah, I can still talk. Okay, I can still talk. People can hear me. Sorry about that. So my gammon was slow cooked with vegetable stock, cloves, bay leaves, and lilt pineapple and grapefruit juice. It was fantastic. Slow cooked it and marmalade and smoked paprika glaze on top. And
is that better?
Phenomenal. And Robbie, are you with us now, mate?
No.
Have you muted yourself? Give us some sign language. No. Or just fuck off, mate. It's fine. I'll just leave you hanging. It's absolutely fine. But yeah, all this gammon talk is really, really killed the viewing. Gammon talk about gammon. How about that? Rob, I don't know what's happening. No, I don't know. Well, maybe that was too much the rice talk. We kind of flooded the viewing on this live stream. I think you broke it, mate. honest, if you've got your laptop, you shine a piece of memorabilia, which isn't memorabilia because he's done nothing yet. He's probably won a man of the match award in Champions League. Yeah, that's about it. But it's fine. You want to frame it? It's fine. I'm not there. Not there at all. Anyway, when he comes back, we'll talk about football. But obviously, while he's trying to figure his stuff out, I just want to talk about West Ham striker crisis. So West Ham currently have one striker, Callum Wilson, and that seems to be our only outlet, and doesn't seem to be the preferred option for Nuno. And obviously, we've got Nicholas Fulkrug that's leaving in January. I believe he's going to AC Milan on loan with an obligation to buy with the vast majority of his wages covered. So that will free up some funds for West Ham. But if we've been linked with Haji Wyatt, who has been reported to be £240 million, which just completely is ridiculous, and it's never ever going to happen in terms of West Ham signing this player. But also another player is Josh Sargent from Norwich. Now you can see a link here that they're both American, and if those that have been watching West Ham Network Ross Button's videos, you can see that there is a conspiracy theory that there's going to be a golden summer in the 2026, where there's going to be a significant amount of investment coming West Ham's way, or at least from North America, especially when the World Cup coming up in the summer. It would make sense that an investment from North America would invest in one of the Premier League's highest commercial revenue clubs in West Ham. I say that loosely because if you look at the Forbes list, West Ham are in the top 20 of the most grossed football clubs, most money earning clubs in Premier League. So there is some substance there, and obviously with shares now becoming available from David Gold, and we've got Trip Smith at the club. Essentially, some movement in terms of some potential buyout. Obviously, the West Ham ladies have in the final stages of selling 49% of the club to a US-based female-led Monarch Group, and they will be taking on 49% of the club, with West Ham still holding 51% and having the final say on things. But Monarch is a well-respected consortium that focus on women's football, and they've got a couple of clubs in the US as well. So I think that'd be a very good move for West Ham, especially in a risk-free WSL season where there is no relegation. So they can play as bad as they want and still recoup some money. But this is mainly down to the fact that the WSL is expanding the amount of teams. So obviously there's no point relegating who's already there. It's just focusing on teams to get promoted to make up the numbers in that league. So yeah, so we've got US investment there. We've got New Balance that are going to be new kit makers for West Ham as of July next year. So again, US brand coming in. There's also talk. Well, obviously we've got Brewdog. Brewdog's a British beer, but American owned. So that's another link. And the final rumour that seems to be growing slowly is the fact that West Ham are looking at an American sponsor for their photo shirt, and hopefully potentially tying in a London Stadium naming right still if the GLA play ball. But if you notice that QuickBooks is the sleeve sponsor, and they pretty much are owned by Intuit. So Intuit are a massive US firm, and there's been rumblings that Intuit will be looking to transfer the sleeve sponsorship of QuickBooks into a main front shirt sponsor for Intuit. So Intuit, watch the space, whether it's reports are true or not remains to be seen, but it's just another American link. So obviously with West Ham being linked with two American players, it's just another means to get commercial revenue from that part of the world. So yeah, but for me personally, I don't think they're the right players for the club. we want to be. Then good if they were in the Championship, or maybe the club are looking at it in terms of if they get relegated, they've got striking full step already to get back up. But I don't even think they're as that good to do that. So, as Jay from That West Ham channel, go check out his YouTube. I had a brief chat with him, and he gave me some solid words of advice. He said things that happened in the past, you can't control. They've happened. You can't do nothing to change it. It is what it is. In the future, you can't control that either because it's not happened yet. But what you can focus on is today, here and now, and what actions you can do today to have a better tomorrow. So, what West Ham really need to focus on is not try and buy a player with future sale value, not buy a player young and hope for him to come good. Because in my opinion, I think that would be too little too late. And I think we have to focus on what's happening now. And one of the players that I've been with, that I've been watching, is Vidat Makichi, who is at Real Mallorca. He has a Kosovan 31-year-old striker. Now, the age is obviously going to be alarming, but he is, when you look at his on-field presence, it very much reminds me of what we had Andy Carroll up front. But I like this player. I like him a lot. I've been watching him a few seasons now, and he is a 1 goal in every 2 game striker. And he has at this season, at 31 years old, he's playing his best football he's ever played. And I think he should be a player that West Ham should be looking at. And he ain't going to cost the earth. I mean, his current market value, according to his current market value, according to transfer market, is £4 to £5 million, and I think he'll be a cheap option, which will free up some funds to get another striker in on top. So I'm all about squad depth. I'm all about squad rotation. Now we can use 5 subs, and I think that he would be a very good person to have moving forward. But yeah, I don't know what's happening with the stream tonight. It does seem to be getting some technical difficulties for sure. But yeah, if my sound is cracking up, I don't know why that is. That's unusual. Yeah, I don't know what the solution is, boys. Sadly. Let me just try and figure it out. But yeah, there you go. So for that, Makichi, that is the player that I would be looking to get. Let me just see if I can just edit the audio at the moment. One, two. 1 minute. And my voice out will be. Please let us know if that's any better. Thumbs up in the chat. That'd be great. Yeah, so again, for that Makichi, that would be my. That is still bad. I do apologise. I don't know what's going on with this today. I'll just take my headset out. Hello, is this better? Does this sound better? I hate it when things go wrong on the stream. It's really poor, isn't it? That's better. Oh, there you go. Just a little hard reset. Okay, I'll let me repeat myself. Vidat Makichi, Real Mallorca, 31 years of age, well over 6 foot striker. Reminds me of Andy Carroll. Going to cost around £5 million. He won't break the bank. I think he could be a very, very good option for West Ham this winter. But yeah, that's my opinion. If we're going to go and spend £20 million on one person, I'd rather we spend £20 million on two, maybe three players, to really, really help us out for the next 6 months. Because if we don't worry about today, then we will be relegated at the end of the season. So we need to get our shit in order in the best possible way of saying it. But yeah, and I mean, there was reports today about Chris Wood coming in as a striker from Nottingham Forest, and I'd have to question whether that would be a good move. Whether the fact that Nuno works with him, yeah, that's great, but Chris Wood is currently working with a manager that he used to work for under at Burnley. So why would he move to go work for a manager that's still going to work well with him? And I think he's probably got a better deal at Nottingham Forest as well, playing European football. Got absolutely no reason to leave the City ground. So that's my thoughts. If you want to drop us a question in the comments, I can answer it whilst I wait for Rob to come back. Anything West Ham related, I can give my opinions on it. So I know this is a bit of a ad hoc stream tonight, but I can have a look. And see, give my best opinion. We can talk about what's going on. Oh, elves. Let's talk about Christmas. Who else is doing elf on a shelf? How fucking annoying is that? I mean, I'm going to have a go at my dad now, because my dad, I was going to hold off on this for years. I was going to wait until probably when my daughter was about 6 and probably try and do it then. But no, my dad had to open his trap and say, oh, you have to worry about them little elves. It has to be good for them elves. And then my daughter goes, what elves? So that was last year. Last year, my daughter was 2, so she could just about understand it. So we could get away with it a couple of times. This year, she will not stop talking about it. She wakes up every morning. I wonder what the cheeky elves are doing. I wonder what they're doing. I wonder what they've left me. The amount of stuff I've had to do the night before her waking up is just ridiculous. I've had to build a snowman at a toilet roll. I've had to give the Paw Patrol toys a walk using pipe cleaners. I've had to deface family photos around the house with a magic marker. I've had them tied across on a piece of string from one room to the other because they're doing abseiling. This elf on the shelf stuff needs to stop. Someone needs to stop this, because the peer pressure from parents is ridiculous. I can't be having this. Can't be having this. And after this stream, I've got to think of another thing to do. I've had them in the bath. I've had them in the air fryer. I've had them taking selfies. I've even gone to the lengths of doing a mini AI video of them jumping up and down on the sofa, which is quite good. But I can't keep doing that every night. Oh, it's just frustrating. Absolutely frustrating. I don't know where Rob's gone. This is another frustrating thing. My solo this evening. Tabs. Yes. Yeah, I am. Rob's dropped out. His laptop issues. Yeah, so I'm struggling at the minute. I mean, you're more than welcome to come on, mate. It's up to you. Oh, you're watching. You can come on, mate, if you want. What I'll do is, here's a special thing. If anyone wants to come on, right, and chat with me, that's absolutely fine. Here's the link. The link is in the comments. Anyone wants to chat with me live, come on and we'll talk. And we'll talk West Ham and Arsenal, because that's all we can talk about really on this show. I mean, we could laugh at Spurs maybe, but I can't laugh at them too much because we're below them. But yeah, interestingly, they've released a tweet, someone's released a tweet saying that Brendan Johnson's going to be made available to leave the club. That is madness. That is absolutely madness. I can't believe that they're actually considering getting rid of him. I think he's been one of their best players over the past couple of seasons. Yeah, Matt. If I'll tell you what, if West Ham come in with a loan deal for him, I think that'd be a great signing for us, especially if we look to get rid of Paquetá in January. Yeah, that would be interesting. That would be interesting. But yeah, if anyone wants to come on, comment is there. You can prank me. You can talk whatever you want to talk. I'm here for the next half hour or so, or an hour or so. If you want to come on and call me a ginger prick, that's absolutely fine. That's absolutely fine. It's no different to what I get told anyway. But yeah, come on, join the fun. If you're a dad, even better. If you've got some dad stories that you want to talk about, that's absolutely great. It'll be absolutely fine. But yeah, be good to get people on. Would be good to get people on. Different faces. And this is a hard watch, I must admit. This is hard. I can imagine people coming on and looking to even watching this back. Yeah, it's going to be tough. But if don't get anyone on, we'll just cut the stream short. Otherwise, I'm going to look like a plum for the rest of the evening. And I can only listen to my voice a certain amount of time before I actually do my braining. Yeah, I mean, predictions for West Ham this weekend. We've got Man City away. So the real question is, how many goals are West Ham going to let in? That's the one, because we're definitely not going to win. Definitely not going to draw. But I think it'll be a very, very tough fixture, and I think we'll probably get done quite heavily. They've been playing some good football, and I know that they shipped 4 goals against Fulham, but we ain't got no goal scoring outlet. But we have a guest. And it is friend of the show, Tabs, and he's got the Italian Christmas jumper on. How you doing, mate? You all right?
Yeah, good. I'm just trying to not get double the voice because I had you playing and now I'm on the actual thing. So where am I? Right, here we go.
That's all right, dude.
Yeah,
that's
there
all
you go.
right.
Good. And I even found my Christmas hat, and I got my Buon Natale, Roberto Baggio.
Oh, what an absolute what legend! The divine ponytail in Christmas.
Yeah, well, there you go. This is it. I've got my ponytails in. Honestly, there is a ponytail in here somewhere.
Oh God, you've gone Viali on us.
I've been Viali for a long, long time. Don't you worry.
How's things been, mate? Have it all good?
Yeah, no, very good, very good. I'm enjoying the. I finished work last Friday, so I've already had 1 week of Christmas holidays. So
lovely, nice.
So I've just been doing a few things, just getting ready for the big day and all that jazz.
Yeah,
but I don't have the same pains as you do. My kids are 17 and 18, so there's no elves on the shelf.
Oh mate, honestly, they're fucking doing my brain in. I got the little prick looking at me there, and he's just like, "Yeah, what are you gonna do to me tonight?"
And I've got Rudolph on the sofa. That's it.
Mate, I wouldn't mind a Rudolph. I wouldn't mind that. It's just, and the thing is, I've got 2 of them. I've actually got 3 of them, but we actually hid one upstairs. Like, I can't be doing 3. Like, I can't be fucking doing that. Honestly, it's just doing my brain in, mate. But anyway, as your beloved Arsenal getting on?
It's an odd one. It's really bizarre because we're top of the league, and we're top of the Champions League, and yet the last couple of games and the last couple of results have sort of just like cracks are maybe appearing. Look, there are reasons for it, and it's all comes down to injuries to certain players and things like that, which have a massive knock-on effect elsewhere. So yeah, so it's really weird. When we beat Wolves, it really felt like a loss. So everyone's sort of like a bit like, why did it end up being like that? How did that happen? Yada yada yada. But I think we're lucky that we're having a break this week. We've had like 1 week before the Everton game, a time to sort of decompress, reset, and sort of go again. Not like we're going to get players back fit, but I think we just need to tidy up a few things and just work on a few things because, I think we've just sort of been just about managing, for the last few weeks. So yeah.
And it's just typical, isn't it? Because like you've got Liverpool that are out the running pretty much now, and you've got Man United that are basically hanging on for dear life.
Yeah.
Chelsea are starting to fall off a little bit, and Man
Yeah.
City are starting to come up in their own. But then you've got the surprise factor in Aston Villa, and it's just like, oh god, like of all the clubs, and basically they've had 2, maybe 3 seasons down in the Championship, and then to rebuild and kind of accelerate their way up into the level that they are, it's mind blowing. And sometimes you have to give Emery credit because of the footballing coaching that he's got, but I just think they've fast tracked themselves so much, and more so than what Newcastle ever have done with Saudi money. And it's like, oh, now we've got. It must be frustrating for you because you think, oh, you're well out of the clear because the competition's dying out, and then Aston
I'm not
Villa,
worried.
no.
I'm not worried about Villa, to be honest. I'm a little bit worried about City, but we always knew City after the international break had an easy run of things, so they was always going to look good, and they're always going to be getting the results. But even then, look, they only just got past Fulham, and 5-4, and it could have been 5-5. They needed a late penalty or a late goal to beat Leeds after being 2-0 up. Crystal Palace had the better of the game, but somehow they won 3-0. So but they've had on paper they had a relatively easy run. Aston Villa, I'm not worried that they're doing Emery things, and we've been through this. They are massively overperforming their underlying metrics. Now, this is a tenuous thing, but we've been there. We went for this under Emery. I can't remember back in the day. We went through 22 games like unbeaten, but anyone would tell you that it was the wheels were going to fall off. It was just not sustainable. And it's the same with Villa, because we played Villa recently, and on our pod I did a bit of analysis around it, and fine, they're doing well, and they're looking all right, but they're sort of reliant on lots of long range shots, which again is not sustainable, and their metrics are they're outperforming. Like I think their XG for the season so far should be 14, and they're on 24 goals or something like that. But it was like so I think eventually they'll get found out that their squad is not going to be deep enough. They'll go deep into Europe. They'll do well in the cups. But they're a very good, sustainable club. That they have a thing about them, and they sort of reach a level, but they won't be. I don't think they'll be pressing. The one is Man City, because they've been there, done that. They sort of don't have that pressure on them, whereas I feel like our biggest challenge, I think, not only injuries, but is dealing with the pressure. Can we deal with the pressure of being favourites and being top, and expectation levels? That's a big ask.
Yeah. I say it's very entertaining at the top, isn't it? Because even like with Villa, like you said about their squad depth and stuff, but like they're not even using Harvey Elliott, they're not even using Jadon Sancho. Like it's just staggering to think that the players that they've got on their bench and how they've been able to facilitate that as well by merely selling Jacob Ramsey, wasn't it? And it's like, oh, okay, that's fine. Then we can go out and do whatever we want. But I just don't get how they've been able to get this squad together. Really, it's just mind blowing.
Well, I think they've fallen on like with Morgan Rogers. He's there. He's doing well.
Yeah,
I think they're sort of relatively solid at the back. And the likes of Matty Cash are performing. I think they're they perform well as a good team, a good unit. There's no one really massively spectacular, but the game against you guys last week was a perfect example of how they're winning games. And stuff like that. It's reliant on Morgan Rogers to score a great goal to get them over the line. They did the same against Wolves the week before, 2 weeks before, and stuff like that. So it's just I think they're just on a bit of a crest of a wave. I think they're on a bit of a roll, but again it's very 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 Emery, and he sort of he'll do well for a bit, and then suddenly they'll revert to the norm. So I think they'll revert there. So it's yes, but your game was a perfect example. Again, you may know the metrics better than me, but I'm pretty sure it was fairly even. Maybe even West Ham had the better of it, but and we're leading twice, and then Villa somehow end up winning. And we had
a third goal chalked off, so we could have went 3-2. For like a nose being offside. Like, it's just ridiculous. Like, and it's just things like that. But it's just frustrating. It's just typical West Ham at the moment in terms of just self-destructing. And as soon as West Ham get their heads down, it's game over. Just like
with West Ham, because I have read somewhere or heard somewhere, again, I didn't scratch beneath the surface, but apparently they're even regretting Nuno as the manager.
I did.
You know
that I did.
But even the hierarchy are regretting him potentially as a.
They should listen to the fans, then, shouldn't they? like they're supposed to be fans, but don't fucking listen to us. No, at the end of the day, it's just another decision that is kind of, you've gone cheap again. You know, you had an opportunity to go out and buy someone, or even get someone of a better quality and actually give them funds to back them going forward. Like Jose Mourinho was available. Now, people can criticise his level of football being old-fashioned, but he's a winner, and he would have got a tune out of Paquetá and the Todibo at the back and stuff. And in fairness to Nuno, we're playing better football. But when you're playing that level of football compared to what we've had the past 2 seasons under Potter and Lopetegui, then it's not really a glowing reference.
It's a low bar, isn't it?
Yeah, it is very low. And I just think, you know, we've hired a manager when we got our first win of the season against his Nottingham Forest side, which got him the sack, and it's just typical West Ham that we got it. But one of the positives with Nuno, that he has been playing the youth players a lot more. We've seen Freddie Potts come to the fold. We've seen Matheus Fernandes literally get better and better as each week goes. Magassa's starting to get games. Someone we've bought in from Monaco for 20 million quid. Kante, another youth player that's coming through the ranks. Callum Marshall's been playing here and there. So that's the positives I can take with it. And and I think that our youth academy is the only shining light that we can hold on to. That and Bowen really this season. But yeah, that's hopefully it keeps us up and then maybe gets a tune out of it. And
are you worried? Are you worried because you're third from bottom, aren't you, at the moment?
Yeah, I'm worried now. I'm well worried now. I was more worried when Nuno was appointed. Personally, I'm less worried now, but I was more worried when Nuno was, because I just thought it's just the wrong appointment, and I'm standing by that. Like, he might be able to keep us up by the skin of his teeth, but that doesn't necessarily mean it's the right appointment. Because there's been games where we've actually thrown away just by his selection choices. Like, we played Leeds away, and he played Guido Rodriguez and someone else in the centre of the park. And it's like, why? He played Wan-Bissaka left back. He played Ollie Scholes right back. Ollie Scholes got injured in the first 20 minutes because he was out of position. It just things like that. And we lose to Leeds 2-1, where it's a winnable game, really. We weren't playing bad. We just kind of gave it away. And then the same thing we've done with Brentford. Played exactly the same squad. And it just doesn't make any sense. That makes no sense at all. So we've basically threw away 6 points this season already, just because he's like tweaking. And apparently that's what he done at Nottingham Forest in his early days. He tweaked players' positions to get the best out of them and then challenged those. So I think hopefully he's come to the end of that tweaking period and just play your strongest team.
So who can you drag back into it then? So you've obviously got Wolves are gone, and Burnley likely to follow suit. So who is it then? It's going to be how many? You? Who else?
I think Leeds. It's not many. Nottingham Forest, if Sean Dyche struggles a little bit, but I think
you can imagine him though getting enough points at home.
Yeah,
just being dogged 1-0s. They've got enough attacking threat to get themselves out of that, and even defensively. Yeah.
Let me have a quick look at the table. I don't look anything above anything 17th. Okay. Sadly, if I do that, I'll get a nosebleed myself. Let me just have a quick look. I think there's substance there. I think Brentford could be dragged into it. I think Fulham could as well, because I think the thing with Fulham, which is quite interesting, is that Marco Silva's in his last 6 months of his contract.
Okay.
So whether they either extend it and then build with him, or they just let him go early to get another manager in, that could be something to watch. I think Brentford are pretty much okay with Andrews. I think they might be all right.
I know they will be. And with Brentford, I mean, I sort of follow them and I go there occasionally. I'm a member of there as well, and I go to occasional games.
That's right.
They've played a lot of the big teams at I was going to say Griffin Park at the GTEC, so they should have a favourable run of home games again, enough to get by. You'd suggest Forest have got enough about them. Yeah, I think Leeds is the one. Even Fulham, there should be enough quality there.
Yeah,
you know, to get them through. So it is really Leeds, and maybe if there's someone that just cannot for some reason can't string a set of results together and get dragged in, and then that's the leveler. But it's yourself and Leeds are the biggie. When do you play Leeds at the
it's at London Stadium. I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure.
That'll be a big game.
So a quick look. So I think another game recently was Brighton. We've only won there once ever.
Oh yes, late goal. Yeah, that was the sort of controversial handball, and then
how can they say that's not the handball wasn't an advantage to the striker? It's like, well, it clearly is, because he scored from it. Like it's it's anyway. That's we can't moan about the rules that much, but
again, if you were to say, a point away at Brighton, okay, it's frustrating when you're 1-0 up, so let's go. But you would take a point away at Brighton, wouldn't you?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and I think we've only lost one game in the last 5, but we've only won once.
Yeah, in a way, you're better off winning and losing than draw. The draws are the killer.
Draws help goal difference, really, because then that way at least you're clawing a point slowly. You're not getting a goal deficit, because if you were level on points at the end of the season and your goal difference is better, then that's what keeps you up, isn't it?
Yeah.
So it's things like that kind of, I think, I'd rather be drawing games than losing them and then winning.
Of course.
Just have that level of consistency. But I just think it was always going to be another transitional season, because Potter coming in, and then he basically said that we was going to have a very exciting transfer window in place and getting all these players, and we still haven't seen it. We still haven't seen what this transfer window was. Like we've got Magassa, but that wasn't his player. We've got Carl Walker-Peters. Can't tell me that's his signing. Callum Wilson definitely wasn't his signing. It's just things like that. It's Hamadson was probably the only player that he wanted, and he hasn't played since Sunderland game.
Yeah, I remember he had a blinder of a game against us last season.
Yeah, he did against us as well last year.
Yeah, and you'd think, he might be something,
I still think he's a good keeper. I generally do think that, and again, it's just the communication from the defence, and sadly, the goalkeeper has to orchestrate that, but he's probably just not orchestrating that enough. But ball playing wise, save wise, I think he's a good keeper. But again, just a bad signing from the off. Who knows, mate? It's definitely a tricky one. I think I just was talking about this earlier on the stream while I was waiting for Rob to sort his shit out. But we need to stop trying to buy players for the future, because we need to worry about what's happening now. Because if we go down, that future that we've been planning for just won't exist. So we need to buy players in January and get players in on loan that can really.
Well, is there any murmurs about January? Anything?
I think Chris Wood was linked. I think that's a lazy link, personally.
Yeah. I think you've got Callum Wilson. It's just another Callum Wilson type player. It's not going to be,
Yeah. They're talking about getting Neymar was linked recently. Again, he finished the season with Santos, I believe his club was, and he avoided them from relegation, but he was playing injured. So now he's had a knee operation, which sees him out for 3 weeks, but he's looking for a club in January. So,
really?
So whether that is
I can't imagine it. It'll be a bit of a circus if he comes to town.
Lingard, another one.
Yeah.
It's just, again, it's just all these.
Lingard. Because he finished up in South Korea, hasn't he?
That's right. Yeah.
I guess at least he played for you for a bit before and stuff. So there's a bit of a tenuous link there.
But he's always been linked with us since he left, and he never joined us on more than one occasion. But again, 33 years of age, been playing in Korea.
Is he? Isn't he always like 21 or something?
Yeah. Well, if he keeps doing that or whatever it fucking is, like, I don't know. Then he's acting like 21. But he's whether we want to take a punt on a 33-year-old that spent.
It doesn't excite you, does it? It's not really.
It's just I like Makichi, the Kosovan striker that plays for Real Mallorca, and he's 31 years old, but he just kind of ticks every box for me as a striker. Like, regardless of age, I think he's a goal in every 2 games as stats. So it kind of makes sense for us to get someone like that. West Ham's best striker rate was 1 in 3. So if we get someone that's 1 in 2, then that's a massive uplift. But I don't know. I don't know the answers. I don't know whether the rumours that we've been linked with recently are the right players we should be getting. I just think Paquetá probably needs to go now while we can still get money for him. And I think there's a few players there that Tadebo's been playing well. I had this debate with my dad at the weekend. Tadebo's plays well, but does he really want to be there? And he has to kind of question that motivation. And if he wants to go, sell him and buy someone that does want to be there. There's a lot of stuff that's going wrong at West Ham, I must admit. A lot of stuff.
And I guess you don't trust the owners to do the right thing, to be honest.
Of course not.
Basically, whatever decision you make, you're going to be skeptical.
Because even the ownership as well, like, it's the ownership's mess because they're the ones that have allowed this to happen. And they refuse to put their own money in because they can do that, but they won't because it's unsustainable their end. But they should be spending the club's money better, and they don't do that. But one of the positives this season is that I went and saw the West Ham under-21s beat Colchester in the Virtue Trophy. And the under-21s look really, really good at the minute. Really good squad. Good coaching set up there as well. There's a lot of promise, and we've got a fantastic young keeper in Finley Herrick who saved a last-minute penalty last week and helps West Ham progress into I think it's the last 16 of the Virtue Trophy. Okay. So they're the only youth team left in a senior competition.
Wow,
which is quite good, really.
It's a good game. It's a good game.
Yeah.
And who have you got this weekend?
Can we pass?
It's Man City. It's Man City away, isn't it?
Yeah, Man City away. So it's.
You're going to do us a favour, aren't you? God.
Yeah. you just know it. But typical West Ham fashion, we'll turn up and beat them 1-0.
I do hope so. I mean, look, Leeds came back from 2-0 down against them, so anything can happen. Okay, they didn't hold out, so it would be very, very funny.
I beg, I plead.
Or you're just hoping you just get out of there with a 1-0 loss and just no worse than that.
Yeah. That's what I was saying earlier. Like, it's not the fact that we're going to win or draw. We're definitely losing, but it's by how much. Like, what's the goal? That's the bet.
Well, look what Wolves did to us. Okay, they got humiliated live on TV 4-1 at home against Man United. And they come to us. Okay, granted, we've got issues in terms of fitness and injuries and the knock-on effects of that. However, and they are the worst team in the league. They're trending towards getting 5 points this season, and they came and almost snatched a point at the Emirates. So they came back. They had a game plan. They can play. They came 5 at the back, the lowest of low blocks, and they just really. Just made it really hard for us. Do you think West Ham have that in them at all?
What, against Man City
against Man City, the ability to just have a game plan. Right, we're just going to be dull and boring and stick to a game plan and play a dirty back 5 with 4 in front, 1 in front, or 5-3-2, which can turn into a 6, or 5-4-1 or something like that, just to close out any space and just, do you see West Ham having that, have discipline to be able to do that, or do you just?
Well, we've been playing like a 5-5-0 or a 4-6-0 formation. So and Callum Wilson comes on to put the one up top. But I don't know, mate. I don't know. Under Moyes, I could probably say, we could probably shut up shop and try and claw back and narrow down the result as much as we possibly can and try and nick it in that instance. But under Nuno, I just don't see it.
Yeah.
I just don't see it. I think, if anything, also we've got Diouf and Wan-Bissaka missing through AFCON.
Oh, really?
So that's our wing-back's gone. That's our starting wing-back's gone, either side. So we'll be looking to play Carl Walker-Peters and Ollie Scholes. Okay. So we're going to be playing a defence that's going to be significantly 50% weaker. So whether we do revert to a 3 at the back and then play 5 midfielders, that can track back and have a solidarity that in Potts and Magassa sitting in front. Maybe Guido Rodriguez comes in. He shouldn't deserve a place, to be honest, but maybe he might come in and play next to Magassa. I don't know, but I think we're going to be exposed on the wings over the next month, and that's the worry for me. I mean, I like Ollie Scholes. I think he's probably one of the most promising defenders that we've ever had come out of the club. But unfortunately, the way that the past 2 managers have been playing in, they've kind of thrown him under the bus, which is a big shame.
Well, Wenger used to say, like, when you're developing defenders, you're going to have to be prepared to lose points, because when they make a mistake, it can cost you points. If a forward makes a mistake, that's different. But if a defender makes a mistake, it can cost you points, and that's the cost of developing these players.
Yeah.
So it's hard, and the only way, sink or swim in a way.
Yeah.
So it's
I wish I could be more positive, Tabs, but I can't.
I'm hearing it. And so basically you're just looking at your results and Lee's results every week now.
Yeah. No, that's it. It's like when we look at the fixtures, we've got Man City, and then Leeds have got they've got Palace. That might give us another week.
Yeah.
And then it's up to the point where we play the bottom 6 teams, where we've got to play Burnley, got to play Forest, Wolves, and I think we've got Wolves in January. I think the first week in January. But after Man City, the fixtures do look a bit better, because we've got Fulham, then we've got Brighton again. Then we look at Wolves, and I'd say the fixture running does seem a bit better. But hopefully, let's try and turn things around. But it's going to be a big ask, very, very big ask. I've done a tweet earlier this week saying that West Ham are 5 points off. At the halfway point, West Ham had 18 points in their Great Escape season, and in the final end of the season, they got 23 points, which made them stay up in the league.
23 points was enough to stay up. Bloody hell.
No, they got 23 points on top. So we finished
41
points.
I was just going to say, wow, 23 points.
Yeah. No, we hold the record of going down with the highest points total ever, which was 42. About 41 was enough to make us finish 15th that season, but we went in a 7-game winning run that season, and that's what kept us up. But I just think we've just got to buy proven track record players and really strengthen the squad in January. Otherwise, we've got no hope. We've got no chance. And so we're free.
That's the thing. Who are these proven players that want to come to West Ham? No disrespect, but if they're struggling, the type of players you can attract are not always the type of players that you want that are needed to get you out of this predicament. Or maybe a couple of journeymen come in and do a job and keep you safe, and that's really what you need.
Thiago Silva was another one linked. Okay. The 41-year-old centre back wants to go back to London. It's like, okay, great. Yeah. We're gonna have an older average squad age than what we did last season and what we got criticised for.
Wow. Okay.
But going back to that Great Escape season, we bought the likes of Lewis Barmore, Lucas Neal, Matthew Upson, and we bought them from clubs where they were their starting players, like Blackburn, Birmingham, Fulham. That was their boys, and we paid them the money to get them in. And those 3 signings were the part of the nucleus as to why West Ham stayed up that season, alongside Carlos Tevez. putting in a shift the second half of the season. But yeah, I think we need something like that kind of replicates that kind of feeling, that we need to get that proven Premier League players in that are willing to come to the club and literally go, no, we ain't getting relegated. I'm here because I want to play Premier League football next year. That mentality, and I think if we can do that, we'll be okay. But if we don't, then we're in trouble. We're in big trouble. But then part of me feels I want it to, half. I say part of me. Part of me does
reset, go down, rebuild, and start again.
Yeah, and the thing is, it won't be like how we did last time we got relegated, because we got PSR rules to contend with. So but then that's all going to change for squad cost ratio next season. So it's going to be a different format. But then we can't overspend like we did years ago. Like we can't go out and buy Kevin Nolan and give him big wages and Matty Taylor and stuff like that. We can't go out there and get proven Premier League players to play one season in the Championship to get back up. They just can't do it because Leicester have been punished for that. And a number of other clubs have been able to do exactly the same thing. But part of me is like, well, we get rid of the people that don't want to be there. You can focus on getting good homegrown players like Hayden Hackney. You can get other players like Finn Aziz and build a team around that way. And Taylor Hardwood-Bettis would be another one they could get, and then have a good Championship squad that could win that league, and then actually go again and build from a young squad. That's probably the future, really.
Yeah.
Is the fact that we've got to take a blow and get relegated. But the Greater London Authority do not want West Ham to do that, because our rent gets halved. So not only does our rent get halved from £2.5 million plus national interest, which I believe is now £4 million, our rent gets halved to £2 million, and we actually play more games. So it's going to cost the Greater London Authority a significant amount of money.
Oh wow! So there's a lot of people interested in who are non-West Ham fans interested in your
So anyone that works for Greater London Authority does not want West Ham to get relegated, because it's going to, if they're operating at a loss now at taxpayers' money, it's going to be almost double that when they get relegated.
Wow. Gosh.
Yeah, in fact, you can thank Karen Brady for that. Probably.
Wow. Oh well.
Yeah. But that's that, mate. That's West Ham. I wish I'd be more cheerful.
Well, no, it is
the season.
it is the season. It is how it is. It's just interesting to see the dynamic, because again, because you're in your own bubble as an Arsenal fan. You're in your own bubble, so it's interesting to see other perspectives from other teams. And so your response to Villa is so funny compared to my response to Villa. I'm like, dismissing them. You're going, oh, I wish we could be like that. And I can see both sides. I can see both sides of the coin.
The thing is, I liked Emery, and we almost had him as manager before he went to Aston Villa.
Okay.
Yeah. So about the Sullivan, Sullivan didn't hire him because he didn't like the way he spoke, in terms of he was Spanish.
Oh, really? Wow. Okay.
So it's like, because the way he talks and says good evening.
That
kind of made him not get
the
job.
Oh wow, okay.
Yeah, that's true story.
A bit shallow, that.
Well, that's our ownership.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like that's why Lopetegui was hired and stuff. And interestingly, but at this point when Lopetegui was in charge last season, we had 23 points.
Mm-hmm.
And that's still 8 points better off than where we were this season. And he got sacked for that. So it's just madness that we've got 8 points less than what we was last year, but we're going to keep the managers that we've got.
No, I mean, you can't turn into Watford. Just sack managers every 5 minutes.
Yeah, I think who was it? I think it was Leeds, wasn't it? I think Leeds and Watford have the record of the most managers they've had in one season. I think it might have been Leeds. So I think they had 4.
Wow.
I think they had 4 one season. Yeah.
Wow. I know, I just know Watford, like who's managing now. I think they're on a rotation anyway. It's like a job share. Oh, you have it for this 6 months and I'll come back. I don't know, but well, let's hope it doesn't come to that.
Yeah, hope so. But if it does, then I hope they go out and have some bollocks and get a manager in that's good, that actually pays for him and stuff like that. But under this ownership, it's just not going to happen.
No.
That's
All
it.
right.
All right, mate. Thanks for coming and helping out a very stressed West Ham fan losing an Arsenal fan.
Sorry. I don't think I've helped anything. I'm not sure.
yeah, thanks for your help. I'm more miserable than when I started. Thanks.
That's what I'm here for.
No worries. Okay, thanks for everyone for joining and watching. Don't forget to like and comment and subscribe. I mean, if you've watched the full video of this, then I applaud you, because this has been an absolute shit show tonight. I'm not going to lie. But yeah, hopefully we'll see you on the flip side, and see you next time.
Cheers, Adam. Merry Christmas. Bye-bye.
Merry Christmas, mate. Bye.
Oh, we laugh and we cheer and we spill a bit of beer. Raise a glass to the past and the mates who ain't here. From Highbury to Upton Park, it's now Ashburton and Stratford for a lark. It's the Old Dad's Our Job podcast, the heart of the game.